Hi, welcome to our Tarotscopes for September 2020. I wanted to say 2021. I'm also going to fix my hair. Can you believe it's September? I feel like I was just sitting here doing this exact thing yesterday. So what we're going to do is, just like I do every time, I'm going to do a general reading for the collective. Then I'm going to do something a little extra special for whatever zodiac birthday or solar return it is. So we'll give them a little bit extra love. And then we're going to go through each zodiac sign. I also recommend that you listen to your sun sign Tarotscope and also your rising sign Tarotscope to get a bigger picture of what is in store for you. And if you look below, we have put the different timestamps for each of those, so you're welcome to skip ahead. But I think it's fun to listen through and to think about each person in my life that is that zodiac sign to get a little insight of what they might be up to this month. So first I'm going to check in for the group reading. Okay, so the forecast for the month of September, we've got the Nine of Wands, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Page of Wands. Here we go. I mean, this would indicate that many of us are feeling a bit overwhelmed, that maybe we have lost a little sense of our oomph or our resiliency or our ability to cross the finish line. Whenever I see this Nine of Wands energy, it reminds me of the last couple of miles of a marathon. You've worked so hard, you're at mile 24, and you just have 2.2 miles to go, but that's the hardest couple of miles because you've already come so far. So my advice when I see these energies is, if you are feeling depleted, if you are feeling like you can't finish this marathon, the cards would suggest you have to do whatever you can to keep moving forward. If you need to take a break for a day, if you need to cry it out for a day and then regroup, if you need to just take a slight pause, go for it. But under no circumstances should that pause become a longer delay. We want you to recoup and then grab your energy and then continue to move forward with whatever it is that you're doing. It's okay to feel discouraged and tired, but at this point, it's not okay to retreat. We want you to keep pushing forward. And the reason why is we've got this King of Swords energy. So to me, this shows on the other side of exhaustion, if you can rest and regroup, is such an immense sense of clarity and ideas and knowing exactly how to proceed and how to lead others to join you on this mission with your beliefs, with your ideas, with your creativity. It's showing on the other side of this exhaustion, when you cross the finish line, so to speak, there's this real ability to communicate and your ideas and really move people and move your agenda forward. So for those of you who are these social justice warriors, or the people here that are these spirit warriors, and you're probably, not sleeping great because you're in the astral in your dreams, slaying dragons and really doing the work on that side, and the people that are doing the work on the earthbound side, it's okay to take a breath and then get right back on the horse because you're getting close to your destination. I would also say with the Page of Wands here, I would look at this two ways. Number one, if you are feeling exhausted, part of the recipe could be to bring in support of someone who's young and vibrant and wants to learn and has the energy to help push you to the finish line that I'm speaking about. That would be one option. But another option would be to actually step back in this rest period and remember what it is that got you so fired up to begin with. Connect to that origin story of what put you on this noble path to begin with, and allow yourself to get reinvigorated by your own mission, by your own sense of purpose. We don't want you sitting here on your path begrudging the fact that you're here at all. You've chosen this path. There was a reason why you took a left instead of a right. You were on your mission. You're just tired. You're just tired. And so if you can re-engage with that spirit that got you there to begin with, if you can rest a little bit, regroup, and get back to that leadership position that we need you to be, no matter what sector you're in, no matter what phase you're in. This could simply be the leader of your family, to a leader of a corporation, to a leader in the classroom. I'm not sure what that looks like for you, but you've chosen it. So just relax, rest, regroup, and then keep moving forward. Okay, I feel like I got a little preachy there, but we needed it. All right, let's pull the card. I'm going to pull 2 cards for Virgo since it's Virgo season. One is going to be the theme of the year, and then probably more than 2 cards, and then the rest is going to be the reading. Okay, Virgo, card of the year for you. Let's see. The Page of Wands. I just pulled the Page of Wands in our last reading. Virgo, this is going to be hard for you, but so fun. Virgo, this year, there we go. This year, it is so important for you to approach things with a beginner's mind. You're used to perfection. You're used to being the best at what you do. You're used to being maybe even the smartest person in the room. But this year, your challenge is to find something new that challenges you, that sparks your creative flame, that really keeps you enlivened and keeps you from feeling dull, like it's same old, same old. And I would really challenge you, learn an instrument, write poetry, write a book, take a stand-up comedy class. These are all things that I've done, so these are things that come to mind. But we need to keep those creative juices flowing, and you need to prioritize new creative endeavors, and you don't have to monetize them. These are strictly for your pleasure. So for your pleasure, what can you do to keep those creative juices flowing, and that will elevate your spirit, and that will keep you moving on the tracks that you've already delineated for yourself? All right, so let's see what's in store for you September. Okay, it's so funny. We've got another card that I pulled in the group reading for you. We've got the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Knight and nine kind of sound the same. And you've got this Wands right here. So we're really thinking a lot about energy here, right? Because we're seeing a lot of Wands cards for you for this month. First of all, with the Nine of Pentacles, it's sort of my card for a nest egg. So you've built a life for yourself that's comfortable. So it's showing that like financially you might feel stable, you have some money in the bank, you might have the supplies that you need moving forward. And so it's giving you the opportunity now to rest in the work that you have done to this point and not feel like you have to hustle. When we see this Nine of Wands again, which we saw for the group readings, you've probably pushed yourself a little bit too hard this year. You've probably really internalized some of these outside events, and it's really taking the toll. So what I would suggest here is, step 1, acknowledge and recognize what you've built and that you're in a position where you can just relax for a moment in the platform in which you've created for yourself. Step 2 would be, again, like I said for the group, rest, relax, take a pause before surging forward. And it's saying that this pause is going to really help you surge forward with this Knight of Wands. He's got a lot of creative passion and momentum. But the problem with him is he acts before he has all of the information, or he acts no matter what. So this is saying rest, retreat for a moment, and then surge ahead. That little respite will really give you the momentum to surge ahead this month. So I hope I see all of my Virgo friends posting on their Instagram account about like self-care Sunday and taking baths and really relaxing. All right, Libra, what do we got for you? Your birthday's coming soon. This is nice. All right, Libra, here we go. We've got the Nine of Cups, which got me really excited. But then we have the Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords. So here's what I would say, Libra. It is showing up like you've achieved so much, that so many of your wishes have been fulfilled, that you have really come such a long way this year on completely changing your life and bringing it to a place where you couldn't even imagine. Like the life you've created today, even if it's not the final destination for you, there was a time in your life where you would have dreamed that this would be your dream life. So I would say it's time to fully acknowledge the positive life that you have created for yourself. But what's happening instead is that you keep on thinking about the future and the past. And so in the present moment, you're like not appreciating that there was one time in your life where this was your dream life. And this is a dream life for many other people. And instead you start to become a victim and playing it small and not allowing yourself to feel the full expression of what you've created. The past is also sort of stalking you a little bit. So you might be comparing the past, or things from the past might be resurfacing now to re-traumatize or re-trigger to keep you from actually appreciating how far you've come. So what I would say for you guys this month is work on these inner voices that make you feel like you're a victim of circumstance, that you're tied up, that you're playing it small, and create a list of all of the ways, or however it is, that you can really appreciate and acknowledge the fact that you've actually built a very good life for yourself, and that there's more to come in the future, but you cannot disregard how awesome it is to be where you are right now with the challenges and all. All right, Scorpio. Aw, Scorpios. Okay, Scorpios, we've got the Knight of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So much exhaustion and overwhelm for everyone. It's so crazy that we're all in this thick of like really feeling maybe a little bit overcooked. Okay, Scorpios, it is your job this month to really pay attention to, if you're married or in a relationship, to pay attention to that relationship. It's time to create romantic gestures. It's time to celebrate your marriage and your family and what you and your partner have created. And it's time to stop saying that your relationship has to come last because you're so busy with all these other things. It is actually an inversion right now. This month you have to invert any other priorities that you have, business, family, kids, whatever. You have to switch it, and you've got to make your marriage and quality time with your partner the number one thing. If you're not doing that, you're not doing the work. If you're not doing that, you're not actually doing what is in the highest expression for you at this time. If you are a single person, then you can have two choices. Number one, start dating, however that looks in this quarantine time. Start being social, start being flirty, if that works for you. Or you need to start to internalize and create ritual around finding partnership if that's what you want. You have to prioritize creating space for partnership. So whether it's a ritual, whether it's prayer, whether it's meditation, whether it's sending love out to the universe to have this partnership come back to you, this month is all about focusing on your romantic life. And if you have no interest in romantic life, then I would say put that energy towards friends and family relationships. All right, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, here we go. We've got the Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Swords. All right, so Sagittarius, right now you're not able to actually see what's next for you. And that might cause a little bit of anxiety or a little bit of trepidation about the future. But what the cards are saying is you're intended not to see. You're intended not to know, because this is a test of your faith and your openness and your trust and your surrender to the universe. So instead of feeling claustrophobic and scared about not being able to see, open yourself up to the gifts that is available to you, and open yourself up to the flow of the Wheel of Fortune, which is the energy of Jupiter, of luck, of a higher outcome than you could actually create for yourself alone. Open yourself to the co-creation and the gifts of the universe, as opposed to having to do it yourself, and get comfortable with not being able to see more than one step ahead of you, because that's going to create, after you go through this sort of like, even if it feels like a crisis, like I can't see, I don't know where to go. When you're on the other side of this, you're going to see how fate intervened, and that's going to give you more clarity moving forward as to how it is that you can co-create and trust and surrender. So that's your message this month, is to completely surrender, and then actually collect the evidence that the surrender process was really exactly what you needed after the fact. Capricorn. Oh, nice. All right, Capricorn. We've got the Strength card. We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the High Priestess. I love this for you, Capricorn. You always run the show. You've got the discernment, you've got the long-term vision, and you can see further out than anyone else with a sense of clarity and accuracy. So you're the opposite of the Capricorn, where the Capricorn's feeling like they're blinded and they can't see. You have a long-term vision and foresight that you can see right now. What it's asking you to do is to take that knowledge of the future prediction that you're able to see, or that future path for yourself. Use this to strengthen your ability to be in service to others, to help other people come through that might feel like you might want to call your Sagittarius friend and console that person, because you're able to, with some certainty, give them a sense of feeling calm. It's showing that you have the tools that you need to navigate this uncertain time with a lot of dignity and respect. And so I think that's amazing for you. And since you are not going to be so freaked out about the future, you've put yourself in some sort of setting where you feel comfortable, it is the perfect time for you to keep growing and deepening that inner voice and that intuition. So yoga, meditation, working with crystals, tarot, whatever it is that you do to create that calm, still space, you need to engage that, because that's going to keep you centered so that you can see what's coming around the corner and you can have that long-term vision for yourself. Of course, my neighbor's mowing their lawn right now. I hope that it's not too distracting for anyone but me. Okay, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, we're seeing a little bit of toughness for you guys. We've got the Five of Swords, we've got the Four of Pentacles, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So this month, we're showing some inner conflict, a little bit of shutting down and contracting. So whether it's your circumstances that are making you feel uncomfortable, whether there's sort of beliefs or some sort of inner struggle with yourself, with how it is that you're going to engage in the world, it's really causing you to minimize and to hold on to what you have. In a way that could actually be, it's not ideal, because we want you to be open and available to create something new in the future. So, and it's showing that you're very possibly able to, by the end of the month, create something better out of your circumstances, whether it's a new job, a new stream of revenue, or just feeling a little bit more secure. So instead of feeling minimized and that you don't have any power to change, I would go after really hard the ways in which you can create stability for yourself and actively pursue those things so that you can create this stability that you need in your environment, so that you can free your mind of any fear or conflicts around stability, whether it's health, whether it's work, whether it's really sort of more like tangible security that you need. Pisces. All right, Pisces. Oh, this is great. I love this. We've got the Two of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. We're getting so many knights and pages, which is very interesting. We're getting a lot of court cards coming up this month. All right, so what is important for you this month, Pisces, is to find a sense of balance in your material world. It's saying you have lit a fire, like you're ready to charge and you're ready to go after it, especially when it comes to work or things of your physical nature. You're wanting to go out there and take it on and take it all. So it might be like even like an abundance of opportunity where you're working too much or you've got too much overtime in order to create the abundance or the prosperity that you're looking for. So I would say go for it. You're gonna have a lot of opportunities and different revenue streams, etc. But do it in a balanced way. Don't let your verve and your enthusiasm and your wanting to get something outweigh what you're physically capable of doing. I will say if you're looking at new work or new jobs, you'd be in a very good position to negotiate. So don't necessarily take the first offer. See if you can push forward and get even more than what is being offered for you. If you're negotiating things like buying a new house, or if you're negotiating a job terms, or negotiating really anything, you could probably haggle some folks. All right, Aries. Ooh, Aries. Okay, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. This camera gets me so confused. The King of Cups, and then we've got the Queen of Swords. So this month, what's really interesting is it's showing new opportunities for you as well around money, work, home, something like that. So you might be having a new home come to you. You might have new job opportunities. Or whatever that looks like for you. It's very positive. So you're going to be feeling like a positive flow when it comes to physical resources or earthly resources. And you're showing up as like such a leader. You're showing up so much as it's this cool combination of the King of Cups, which is like leadership and majesty through the heart. So being able to presence people and be there for people from a heart-centered space and lead from that space of compassion and love, while also having that balance of the Queen of Swords, being able to communicate directly, have pragmatic approaches, and have that same foresight that we were saying with our Capricorn friends. So it's a really nice balance, and this leadership and pragmatism, heart-centered leadership with pragmatism, is really going to accelerate you in your physical reality. So especially, let's say if you're a business owner, you're going to really relate to your team and to your customers. If you're in any sort of leadership position at work, you're really a great balance right now to have a lot of success in like the workplace, or like I'm saying, more of the Pentacles vibe. So the physical reality. I love that for you. All right, Taurus. All right, Taurus. Here we go. I'm going to throw this out there. This is probably not going to resonate for everyone, but there's someone out there that's a Taurus or Taurus rising that needs to get a new job this month, and that is like feeling conflicted about it because the job they have now is good enough, but it's not their like dream scenario. And so they're thinking about holding on to the old job, but they really need to actually expand and start looking for other work that's way more meaningful and impactful for them. So I don't know that that's the actual Taurus reading, because I know it's really specific, but one of you out there is going to leave a comment for me and say, that was me. So please do if that's you, or many of you. Okay, we've got this Six of Pentacles, this Five of Swords, and then the Fool card. So this is what shows for me. So you really have an opportunity to look back at your work and the fruits of your labor and be really satisfied with it. Like, that's the opportunity here. But instead, somehow, there's some sort of conflict about what you've achieved and where you're going. And so instead of really enjoying and like looking at the beautiful house you bought, or looking at the great project you completed, or looking at the great family even that you've created in your life, there's still this sort of conflict about it, because you're like, is that enough? Or is this really what I wanted? I spent all this time creating this thing, and now I have this sort of level of achievement, and it's like, not, doesn't feel as good as I thought it was, or it doesn't, is this really truly, it's what I thought I wanted, but now that it's here, is it what I actually want? And the answer is maybe not fully. And the answer is it's okay right now to start looking at other options on the horizon. With this full energy, really anything is possible for you, and you can really break outside of the box. So this month is a great time, even if you don't quit your job now or make these massive shifts, at least it's a good time to get these mindset shifts into a space where more is possible and you recognize that you are not locked in to this life in this way with these circumstances. So I would dream big this month and really see how big your dreams can be, and then we'll see what happens next time. Maybe you can pull it in and actualize these massive ideas or the ways that things are going to start to present themselves to you. So let me know if you're the person that's like, I was thinking about quitting my job, but I'm worried, because that's definitely you. All right. Gemini, and then Cancer, and then Leo. Gemini. Ooh, we've got cards that stuck together. Okay, I have 4 cards for you because 2 came together. So I'm going to read these 2 cards sort of as a pair. So it's the Hermit and the Page of Wands. And then we have the Ten of Swords and the Sun card. So Gemini, you are complex as always. I would say, first of all, you really do need some alone time to process. It's like you've been trying to process a lot intellectually. When we have this Ten of Swords, it shows like this energy of recapitulating old patterns, old stories, old beliefs that drum up the sense of drama and can really ruin you. And so what we're seeing here is there needs to be a time of solitude and integration where you can actually process all of the information that you've been given and sort of like internalize it for a minute and then process it through. And that's a non-negotiable. This would be a great time if you could lock yourself in a spare room or take yourself on a retreat and get quiet and get alone so that you can actually reconnect with yourself and reconnect to some of the fire within you as well, because some of that might have been dampened through whatever hardship that you've been going through or overwhelm, or it's almost like you're exacerbated and you don't even know fully. Like I would guarantee if you're a Gemini right now and you're mad about something, you're exacerbated, it's not about what you think it's about. So you need to go back a few steps and take the time to integrate and to process, to gain those real keen insights as to what's actually going on. Because really you're this very outgoing, could be like a public figure or like really needing to be out there into the world and shining bright. But because of all this stuff that's happening behind the scenes, it's a little bit challenging to be your full self. So this is not so different than the message for the rest of the group when we're saying you need to take a pause. Your pause needs to be spent, if you can, alone, really processing and going deep with whatever spiritual practices that you have so that you can resolve these issues and come out stronger than ever and stop these recapitulating these dramatic stories that you're telling yourself, and you can process and actually heal that. All right, Cancer. Man, I keep on pulling the same cards over and over again, and I am shuffling them, which is so funny. All right, Cancer. 7 of Pentacles, Temperance card, 7 of Swords. I never love getting the 7 of Swords, honestly. Okay. Once again, this is showing a similar energy of being able to, and I think it was the Taurian energy, to really look at what you've created and sort of start to see the fruits of your labor. And it's showing that this is a great month to do a little bit extra healing work, to repair some things, to restore some things so that you can get back to the work of growing whatever it is that you're growing. The problem is that there's stuff that popped up, maybe new awarenesses that have popped up, that's keeping you sort of feeling like you can't fully trust all the goodness that's happening or trust the information that you're getting. So for you, it's to drown out any sort of outside influences, do what you need to center yourself and to work on progressing your healing. Because the break for you is Yeah, okay. So the break for you is to continue to do a little bit of healing work and to work your way around these trust issues because you're not getting the right information. So if your brain is saying, I can't trust this person, da 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 da, da, or this person's out to get me, or my marriage is going to fail, or my boss doesn't like me, the cards are indicating that that's actually not true, that you're also just a little bit like the Gemini telling yourself these stories. And so we need for you to actually get back into balance, to do whatever work it is to heal for yourself so that you can get back to the business of growing this beautiful life that you've created for yourself. I'm feeling like there's a lot of themes around everyone really taking a look at the great life that they've built, really appreciating it, taking a step back to recover, and then moving forward to go back at it, or to like reevaluate the life that they've built and make those changes and adjustments that will keep them feeling more like they're on the path they want to be on. Okay, Leo, last is Leo. Again, I'm pulling a lot of these same cards. Okay, Leo, we've got the 10 of Swords, we've got the 3 of Cups, and we've got this Wheel of Fortune card. So we've seen all of these cards before in this reading except for the 3 of Cups. I'm wondering, I'm going to throw this out there too. Are there Leos out there that are feeling really sad and made up some stories to themselves about why their birthday wasn't celebrated to their level of expectation? I'm curious about that. Please comment below if that's you, because I'm getting this strong feeling that some, or if not all, of these Leos, because of how we've had to change things here and there, weren't getting the attention or the love or what they need to feel really good about themselves on their birthday. And I would say to you, however your birthday was spent was divinely orchestrated for your highest learning. So if you had a great birthday, then that was your lesson. If you had a shitty birthday, it was the universe sort of serving up a different way to look at yourself, or a different way to look at how you need to external validation, or whatever that looks like. But whatever drama, I'm going to stick by it. Whatever drama there was around your birthday, good or bad, was a deep, deep lesson. So for this month, your work is to, no matter how your birthday went, Leo, go through in your mind what the birthday was like, how it felt, what experiences you had, how it matched up with your expectations or didn't, and see what kind of nuggets there are for you to learn about yourself, to gain self-awareness, and to really understand how your needs have maybe changed or maybe not, or how your needs might need to actually mature or maybe not. It's really somehow tied up to birthday drama. I'm going to stick with it. I know it seems very specific and some of these readings tend to be more vague, but that's your assignment for this birthday, or for this month of September. Thank you so much for joining in. We have also launched at Modern Mystic our Zodiac crystal kits based on the fire, water, earth, and air elements. We've created these little crystal collections for your zodiac sign. So if you're looking for crystals for your crystal collection, I'll put the link down here. Thank you so much for listening to this month's Tarotscope. Please put in the comments, please like this. We're trying to grow our Instagram, I'm so used to it. But we're trying to grow our YouTube following, because if we can hit these certain metrics, then we can do more live content with you guys. And we're really hoping to get there. So share this with your friends. Thanks for being with us. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next month for your Tarotscopes.